There was a Nanaya Ojima, and some Trunia or Kumasi, meaning say Ashanti region there. Yen Muntaka, and Manaf. On say Ohone Shikaka, on say MPP for Traya.
Or my primua.
2020 elections no crowd there West because Muntaka Gabo de ma MPP for no because no one send Kamanaf on the Beba and the Koma lead to say do. And as I say Manaf Naba, but Muntaka.
O share Manaf so ne Ali du say do ahoden na sabre no de pair ba ye na nipa nim se set ye bia nka Ali du say do ebebem ba se ne o kan o share gab eba mu no a na se asoase akonwa no MPP ntoko afri mesanti o makon wo ho ase wo so o je se o hwe a o mu wa adwuma ye because si sekita NDC e wa Ashanti region no ba ko aye beka se wo fa constituencies no a ba bia ma free ho no mo edoso asoase we free mu enye and then NDC so atumi akitam with Muntaka no o matumi akitamu na beto sabre eti ye say woni pakro wo kwa a gi so ye very strategic say kwa me ko no e bia me plan na me di konie eti we sane manafo kan say o muhu ne say onu na obawi enu nti na e bia ye mfa gab no hwade say wo hwe chese amna anase kwanye do mu mienu ntem a possible said this you betumi etu Muntaka beka cho so your big fish in the Ashanti region and then NDC amanyokonum eti ni esie no we are hoping say bibia be yedin na ne ebefri ho ababia no ye de ebebu nkonta no
Kokromoti pa say wo hwe Adom TV ni Adom FM Asempa Inshra 104.5 online nso are ready social media ni Inshra FM Adom FM Asempa FM. Women na update na ye de bebro kai said team nso are ready correspondents are omo grounds nso ye ni omo na etwetwe nkomo but electoral commissioner or can be before say ye ba no na o ka be say ne de ne say abato no ne betimi akoso ne mom enyon ne be hye bambo ho adwuma ebi why asem minim ne kan no kan no
Nana, Obia Saushe CI this year, Electoral Commission, Jina Swaya, CI 127 Noa, Eche, Wa Okotoa Bawa said ye. Electoral Commission cried or Mutumino, or Mayimre Kuni Nediama won. Eti onim say, ye acquire de lemu say, Bambo, ye were Bambo for Mayimu, and your Majuma moye, security no, and until ye acquire who say, Electoral Commission may phone it to ho. Bambo for no one near or moye, and a near almost so. Esesa omoye nti say electoral commission ka say there be say ye senta wanta wasi baby a me de enye bambo a ni obeso o chense odinile mu hwe say me de ne say ye nhwe say ena batro no ena kana kwa akodu ballot papers a yesi bi nruye time e wose ye de start me ye madwuma eti bambo for so de ye wose omoye no banana one thing ne say ansa ne ye betro abai no ye hu say bambo for no ni electoral commission aye meetings bebre yeah, just say a Jumano or Mobaya boom.
Right.
It is a electoral commission, mammy, yet I say, me Jumane say, me shase a batro no becosoa, or ne bambo forno, nkita dear ben a corso, quite ben or more fast why Jumana boom, and none adia bacoa. I think say was all my ye whom ever na batronum.
Eba my uncle Ghana, Florida. Aye Bantama. Nayane or Bim Reku, Yensem Tunia or war a ho. Entwetwe enkomo obimreku bantimate say mayehu kokromoti power so
na ye maje po akwaba eri ahwefo akwaba ba Asantimantem Florida sidi e woka na bantima na ebutuwe na ya bon to adodo na sidi abato commission o hye ntese yese no so pepe na abato inflation no emia bi a e wo bantima ha mo to aba no ebinim flase saa biaye no saa tamna ankasa a 7 o'clock ebinim flase to aba. But me to abono ma me kopie ampa being Methodist police station ho no mo no omabato no eche e di be no hwirimienu ansa no mutime frase na me ne return officer na se pulling officer ho ebo nkomo no che se omo ne ma ne chere and be gruntem enti na mo frase sa no nkono enu echi ne so no ma bon to adodo na sa hwe Bantima constituency a nipa ne ye hwe nim se wo mo beti abeto aba wa ha eye 84,957 na ye hwe se mo beti na to aba e wo Bantima constituency na polling stations no eye 175 by South special voting dairy free ma eye 174 na yeto sa emei ewo ho electoral areas ni nyina eye enwotwe ewo bantima emposha so na enwotwe no metimi abontoa afa emudodo na emprempre de emigiramu ewo Abrepo Methodist Primary B na Abrepo Methodist JHS school ho aha no se upiemu ewo ha police stations a ewo ha no me kan no ba ku mienu miensa eye maako ensia na ewo ha na ade ba ko a mehu ewo entawo kakra mabonu mu se me gba ko na nipa nhye dansa lai ubebusabusa no na enipa kakra bi na etabeto aba na ese turnout na ewo emia makono ewo form pa na ese wo hwe me bi te se among from prisons image me ko bo ntwa kakra ho me ko enipa na wo so mtabo ho 519 asat se me fi ho abeduru Abrepo Methodist Primary B ha no na enipa 130 na etinya beto aba na eho no Lawrence eduse ya oye piwo ne kire se nipa dodo na anse Ghana Fusuban o me twen la show ma ba beto metua mu e be pie mu wo ohwim primary school na eho no police stations me doso eho police station no se me kan ya ne nyina no e beduru edu ne nyina o park ne so na me bo ntwa kakra fa me kakra na no se o hwe RC school ohwima lowa no enipa ewo seka wo mu ebeto aba ewo ho no wo mu edodo no eye 519 na semi free ho aba no na enipa wo metabeto aba no eye little above 100 eye 132 a chese ho no so hwe wo mu turnout na ewo fom yie papa uko bi no so saa wo mu kana ko ese wo mu nyina share the same figures na turnout no de ewo fom na ade ba ko a eye news kaka wo mu se Abrepo Methodist Primary ha me wo hei we kan one imperials na aba ha na me di kan ba ha no mentim mo ase kakra ma no ho me so ha ye ko fa mentim mo ase nyina ne se o nse aba na ye to no mpanimfo wo nti obu ho a wo ba e wo se pooling officers no na e assist no na se wo hwe Abrepo JHS ya na abra ba ko ba ye no na party agent ni a isusu se wo ye MPP ni na o assist no nti wo assist ni wie ko nanim kakra no wo ko ye no na akwese opeso ko wura butu mu bi e ho na NDC agent ne se da bi won ti ase e san se e ko basa na akna ko ye se o ko kyerem ni pakura wonto abanma no eno se tension kakra ma no ho me so ha kanyame be kwan no so je twede but ni nyina mu no aposifo eba mu ma asumdue atimi aba se se de bantima constituency ne de miaye a mawura ne de hoye bia nsiye asumdue mu ewo mu se ni parliament mo nwase wo mu de but enya dia edoso na bantima ha no abakosam kaka ne se from afia Mahankron edokun 1996 ho by to aba wo heya to aba ya no wo mu voting margin nyina no motoma ensemanyokoni 80% and above so we 2020 election say ya owura senso boache a ogina mu a asenso boache ogina mu ne wo san gina mu wonya 88% na edewe ni eden time no na NDC parliamentary candidate ni Joseph Amo ai ne wen to bi makoyo da pa na abai kodwa amu so nya 10% average 7,000 over enti se wo twempuntu dwuma bi ti se kwan a wayi atuma ne atafo bridge waya o ko no ba sisi no waduru no eni ne makaka waya kakra na yentimi kire minyanse ya no onya so meto na abade but oto a mebusa ne se sisi no the voting expectation you say ezan se enya manwa do en se betima abade ezan se koida pa kire sa afi no wo mbaji seat no e de ama NDC a ni nyina ye expectations a wo repet wonya mbeto abaya migusu twani oba mebusa ne se de na wo hwe animu e wo afia bato menkankan the voting expectation no etino Florida hadie ubedru ha abato no gusu ekoso na emom sa mre ya kaka na kobodu miedun na turn up ron e wo fom papa
Amansan Chiame Obimreku Bantima Florida Nyaminshra Kokromuti pa Bantima any day update na ba minim se samre no ye wonkofo a ebi wa omo yom adwen se yento ye boas ma menko dwomumra na awia ne muda ho a makwa akoto because o share dodo na ye dru anwumre ahomate na ebi de bo ebi de gallons na sefo nyina e salai se de be ya obetimi okay our win ye nyankra se abranti bi ache no ballot paper so akɔwie so akɔfa o Kofi Thomas what me nka him fa na wo awowina abrantie bi ate say ballot paper bi so wafo so awia o de na ekoso
you ma me chat for no pay the okay anyway no crap oba wina kade no asiwa ha na nsi ewo enchi to be precise on say our win no constituency next because there were over 180 polling stations yeah wo ewa ha say na no esi ewo a big chrome electoral area ho ena saa ade we esi ewo na de ko ba eri nyina na sa branche no e bae edin ayenya aye Joseph obae say oba betuna ba na chese wo hwe ne dini na ne honko ne ba no na ashase ne de no ye cool de bibia no e dada na akwan but ko hwe mu no na chese o de tintin so abro de yese o de ye no ama ampanyimfo aso ni mu na ba bepie o mo kukuma prempren ya me ne o kase abrantie no e hye police fo kukumu a ja o mo twan se o mbesase no ma ye mu hwehwe
na abrantie no matimi ahu ni din baby a wo free ana party kura owa na adweye ni se so fa ballot paper na yenya ne hwe no
baby a wo free no de wo free e bi kwakrom honom electoral area ho ana wo free ho ena wo to na aba na sama nyuku a wo mu de eno de obi a ntimi hu as at this time because the police force ya fe na sa hwehwe mu no omo e ba be ye na ono de wo ba ye no se de obi a ni mo Ghana ha say ye to no mako no no de opese otobro a se ba bi okonya ballot papers ne fi ye say hinfa eno okonya fi ye no eno de ye nya hu ye mprempre no na aposi fo asha se omo ye se adwuma no na ye tumi ahu ba bi property a okokonya sa ballot papers no e di free ya enko de kwa kogu ballot box
Kofi di achire enti bibia na wamaye update kakra why
me da sit
Thomas Kofi Adanse awin abrantie no ai wafa ballot paper
uwi a ye behwe awin constituency ho
ehun hia
ne enti a obi be pese obefa abato adaka afi awin party ben na pese wo de ko wo se constituencies ni bi wo ho no mo a enam ne ba bi to the cobra na yenhwa awin de no
yenya nkra se vice presidential candidate NDC Professor Jena na Opoku Ajiman say ono so ato na abanti o share screen nso a mo hwe TV no mbehu se ye maame na oto aba no betimi ati no
Electment also na catching the average manhamba
Prophet Badi Zamadan. Process for me. Never said catching one of what if you want to about to do about
it. Be a bank account. One can also on the top of 5 no to 2. It's not the man 2 hours. Young chair example. 2 hours maybe make you know to which man here. Out on other, we have so if you look over nature. Ne, what take you? No more being I don't American said, I'm going to be a sister. How do you know? I don't know about it. Prof. I go a crab, who goes to you. Almost all people the mother said, when I was saying, go to restaurant, you don't know I already some good things. Everything was out there, they vote. We also vote, we are now catching me. Necessary to what happened. Baba Karoba, Obaha, I'm sure you're going to pay a vessel. George and do my children to go to you and see me. So, here I was saying, I did. I can register. No, although I don't know what to connect is in the I don't know what. To be a moment.
Now, Prof, the previous elections now this year now enthusiasm now. Compare when you say
I may have number 14. The man or not.
Okay.
Be back. I want to know.
Yeah. Okay. But Papacho, and serious issue is your upper Denja East. I whereby DC, I question them on Muye, Tom Painting, to about as a them. That's story what here.
I'm sure that I'll be at the head and at the table, man. Whatever this in the contest, walk the door in the campaign. That's not a man. What's a new my criminal? I'm getting man who
Agwaba Professor Jane Nana Opoko Ajiman and Watuna Bano. Or say so far, BBI okay. Or a vice presidential candidate, NDC. Until hopefully by Kwesiada Day. Who say be obey vice president and also on your vice president.
On your vice president. It's a funny for Adom FM, Adom TV, Asempa FM, is social media platforms, any affiliate stations are winning now. One year it's nefri na just an anequosi, it's a quesido, Seduado, ya mubonye ya nemoa eneti, and ya better fembia so ya de bemamo. Nansan ye becono, Nana, where ye can our win, the na ye share constituency no, send ye a nearma a city and Sanyaba, electoral commission, man, and once and as and baby can do here, and in central for the now ye can our win constituency and say Western North region as some and a ye king. Where constituency no, send ye wabacho a city. A fibra yade ete constituency no any senior one near city a one near menina non kayebeka se constituency ye NDC amanyuko no constituency almost strongholder ye can baby say NDC who den wo ho because from time a constituency no yete ye 2004 o he presidential no a 2004 NDC amanyuko no emma wonya ye 49.3%. Sabre na MPP etumi di nkunimu
ewo yetse constituency na MPP win here
no kra no presidential no MPP antumi amfa parliamentary no na MPP tumi faye eti so hwe presidential no a MPP amanyoko no anyeye amfa ama wo ho NDC enya 49.3% na MPP amanyoko no nipa wogina mu na chese nipa wogina mu ma omrahye badwadwa na ne ho adin yo se on na omope no onu nya ama wo hanche mu aduonum ensia achipo mienu 56.2%. Yeba 2008 NDC amanyoko no both parliamentary and then presidential omofaye ya chese ohwa with the presidential no 60.8% and then parliamentary no NDC candidate omode call ye 54.1%. Yeba 2012 na say esote kakra with the presidential no 59.0% and I say can say 59% and then omo parliamentary candidate omo no ekoye ono 56.7% and wonya ye 2016 abatro ye to ya still NDC da sukite seat no with 53.4% and a presidential no munya ye parliamentary 50.7%. And then 2020 there, yeah, 2020 we had candidate or call ya na chese yen mfoni nipa no na chese odaho awowin kama hwe ma onyaye nipa ekoto aba e wo hono mo eti 2020 the presidential 54.9%, that's the presidential and over parliamentary no 54.6%. Eti hwe nsonson ye na da presidential and parliamentary ni ntemu a na ese kakra bi ba ne betumi aka sisudua ne se NDC amanyoko no a stronghold eti enne no se woni pakro tumi kasa wo kofa adaka na ebisa ho se o ye adwuma ama hwan because enye constituency bi abeka se nipa no mo dada se omu gina ho no mo a omu nim se ha ne yeto ya bako eti wo hia sa wo convince nipa no no aba beto aba na ma eti se ne obisa reporter ne se wo free hin wo de kwa amanyoko ben adwuma no wo ye no this ye penny hu because any many be on more nwanwa nana o kan pre central aba
o kan pre central aba
ewo ho
aguntajo otimenka
Leto ka papa so otimenka
yenso yete wonka eden na ekoso ewo ho
jo no pay na me bo pro wo constituency no na mako about 4 full station chese bibi e koso kama nemo bedru ACC primary 1 2 and 3 abamofo no eba no omukọ omba no omukọ na de me behu ye ne say party agent ni bi eye dede na me bopili panyin ba ko a o che say yen papa panyin a che se nani afi na obeto na ba no na ohia assistance but no bi di ne nchen na ababa wa bi a ofa ne nchen ko ye ne ama o mani ama ne hu se den yo isi official oti eye presidential no na obobo ye no wan sample actually na baba wa no de akwakotum eno ena di ntiwa hye bi abaha na me wo party agent ba ko ha ono na nani abredin dende na mebusa ne din eni de nche nani abredin dende na party kura owo mu ama nani aye kokko anopai papa we did say
kana Abbas Alhassan mi wo fada mani mi ankrani mi ausani ena me party na NDC ba agent na mo on any issue officers no omo ya de bia enye ade na enye se ne girl na wa vote no uti paper no man no ase isi na se un stamp and sign na wo di paper no ama no ba one stamp and na wo afford the paper no and na wo di ama no e che girl no vote wie and sign na won say no paper no woman no an stamp and abo authority e say me ko bisa no say adenti a one stamp and che no me happy sa biom and enu na di sa kasa ba nya ntokwa nya bibia
yo bindi ya sa otie de eye agent ne kana na say akazakasa no de eso atwa na mom no sa paper na wo mu no e na mo peso mo hu se ye be kan ana say ye nkan e no ene echinuahye a wo mu a ama abamofo no akuka o makoma to form say o munya abotre na e no ene ye hwe say isi mpanyifo a o mo ben no eye presiding officer na o ha ne de waje atunu say eso munya abotre na bia eye coalition center ho no eno ena di bia abotre no ebeba say ombeji atunu say ebe kan anasa ye nkan so bibi o ho ambebu say bi o so na me Abbas aka de obeka
deɛ ɔto yɛ na stamp any paper na chi no ɔyɛ obi a ɔyɛ voter a ɔfa process ni mu nyinaa na sɛ obi a ɔnka sɛ obetumi ato aba wɔ saa center hɔ
ya ɔyɛ obi a ɔyɛ voter ɔfa process ni mu nyinaa na enam sɛ ɔkwakɔ yɛ no ɔde ne sako team so wie no ɛna n'ani ba no sɛ ya first stamp ɛnsi ɛyɛ paper no akyi eti no na sɛ ɛno ɛyɛ Lord and void anase ɛyɛ den ɛno ne ade a ɔmpɛ so mu hu
me pese me tie ase onya de to ballot box ni mu anase ohun ye no na ɔde
paper no ma masa tieti ɔti paper no ma no as a use officer no ɔne ɔti paper no ɛsɛ ɔti paper no ɛsɛ on stamp echi ansa na ɔde paper no be ma ne pa kwa akɔkɔ votu anya sa ba uti paper no one stamp echi no enti after ni girl no abote wie no a ɔde be share box ansa na ɔhu ye ba ɔde ahye mu wie enti the person who say ade na be count anasa en county because say paper no yantumi yi wo box no enti na the person say ye coalition center na they will add it on it or not.
Okay. Mate. Me da say. Akontajo ye da say. Bibia free ho ba no asame aye we. Why? Kokromoti pa election quarters. Say owo Kumasi a ahaye Insura 104.5, Accra Asempa 94.7, Adom 106.3. Adom TV so near Kokromoti pa ABY controversial kakra there, but process ne say yan stamp so a be null and void ana
no just electoral commission nti na omode oma na msifo akọ no edu sa be na chinye ba wo no a wugina ho na nya ntokwa electoral commission na msifo no wo ho no mo etu bi so omo question a omo ne ya hyeda train omo ye ya hyeda de omo ko train a kire omo say wei na wasam ye e wo sa wo de paper ne be ma obi a stamp akire eti se confusion bi ba wo with the train a wanya no e wo so otimi kire nipa no bibi because and na make say near koso wa abacho yi mu bia no enye obi na abo ni sire mu ka eye CI no e de ye adwuma fi abacho no mu no e na che say wo obia ne esese wo ye ne ensese wo ye enti ansa na electoral commission be fa wo say electoral officer kona kwotena ho no there are certain things that was hu eniema ni bi wo ho no mo a enwo say ye ma confusion no eje nsamu because we electoral officer na sad petty niema we wu ni mu a na ese problem ho nana problem mo ho because constituency a ye kan say emrahye badwani oteso aye na adwen se obetena so e wo ho Patrick Yaboama and NDC amanyoko no so candidate ye Baba Sadiq so e na adwen se wo so otu no e wo ehye enti se ye do kọ baabi saa e wo se wo boa wo ho na hu se hai no a me kọ no e ehye eti me kọ no as the electoral officer as any electoral commission ma me hu se omo o masede no no aye wo de pepepe enti na empanimfo na electoral commission empanimfo de o matena ho no omunye active enough no omunye many bi wo no mo a omo ma confusion ma ho kra
ebu amida say me nim de ekoso a anope nyina akoye mpofo man wajin so mefa ballot papers atwuma kwahoma allegedly
me constituency no
allegedly
ye dem father kan ti wan dem father kan
mate say de yensa ka eni say NDC organizer ne ba ballot paper be 76 there so mawi so mafa o say the Jonathan Asiedu atwuma kwahoma NDC organizer ne be eno ho asem te say wa fa na say ya china na afina oye na adwen so okwa akofa
na janto a yema ya hwefo ne yefo nyina kwa ba enfamra atwuma kwama constituency na obepi mo anu mo say ya police station ba ko a ye friend Methodist primary police station ono na sasem we etimi esiye na ninya na say urem o atwuma kwama youth organizer edema NDC ne ba ana ekosa like say okwakoto na aba na okona na say people see proof on the top in the back pocket was nti where na where so watching na your mom mo nyina hu say watch bibi e dey feel in the back pocket to nti akoye na say yenkohwa 76 ballot papers ni nyina ya tintintim former president John Dramani Mahama the flag bearer Adom NDC ya tintintim ni ma bakwako edoso 76 nti e wona ma na security personnel obo no omu ina ebo abofra bongo na abofra yomo chene sa no ana odi tuja se ne papa me say oye youth organizer ye fele chas for kono ono na soma na say onfa embra nti no prepare me ka say de omo chene de ne ba adwuma fo ase police station ne mum odi ne chirema emprefa ba be fa na omo ma be fo mum ne nyaa de omo ko central police station prepare me ka say
NDC youth organizer ono ne friend Charles Fuku no
ono ne friend Charles Fuku ena ne ba
no se friend say ne ba no se friend say Kwaku Fuku yeah nti Kwaku Fuku no na ballot papers mako 76 ehye ne ho anka no de bewrem
me ba twa
na sa ballot papers no eye de yisi etwa ana se eye bibi foforo ma na print no mu de ebeka ho
Nana, omo na print and answer the ECA no. Say omo chene na security persons and buyer na and say omo si omo bi emianhwe ne mum. Ade no da ma na kese pa na say uti omo a no omo be wono ma asene ye beto so na omo si omo de to nyina na say is no stamp ebobobo akire. Let's say the EC stamp akire. Ba kwa ko edoso ensia.
Interesting. So na a print to modie eno mode ba eno ma stamp so a ni nyina ne nso eye de kwama former president John Dramani Mahama.
No correct.
And you say Abrant anyway.
One never president said them they can carry no. We don't need to central power be fa no e de ne kwa kwachire mu headquarters central police station.
Sokoban Fatulo Jonathan Asiedu. Ya me nhyira ahwe ho si ye wo ho.
Nana Koje Jantoa, Sokatoa man, Budasuki.
Adom TV, Adom FM, Asempa, Inshira, AdomOnline, social media, Nenso, Kokromoti Pa, Yewoho. ABY.
Nana.
So shocking.
Na, to me, authenticate say a electoral commission stamp. Because me kwa no pe na me share stamps no, yewo presidential no, and yewo parliamentary no. Ya ni nyina ye na agency no we yetwa ye na we yetwa eti se yetumi hwe pa hu se electoral commission stamper na afei questions e wo mu do so se obi be ye dan nya electoral commission the original stamp o enye fake na ye bisa asem no a nana wo de hwade o
yeah me
yen samra sentimentam ni hwade yen hwa atwoma kwanwoma constituency wono mo na wo de yemra voting trend no e wo hono mo yen hwe se ne abatro no se yese ye to a from 1996 annie etiefo e hwe yen omo e wo radio sunti from 1996 no atwoma kwanwoma constituency na ye kan ma hye badwani ote so kofi amankwa me won say deputy minister ntia na se wo kobokro no wo ne constituency a ntia eti hwe from 1996 no percentage no kra anye percentage abeka se e wo form o 96 ye ko presidential no a MPP nya 79.8% and ye ko 2000 a sabre mampani dada adwene je kumpofo ewuramu no wo hwa 91.9% presidential na making.
Wow.
And over 2004, 87.9%. And that's a from kakra. And then 2008, 85.6%. And over 2012, 80.8%. And 2016, 86.3%. And then 2020, 83.4%. Now they be parliamentary no. We amankwa menu 2020 kura no hwe onye sabre ukwa amamfo nipa bi bob na na o amankwa menu na akwan na say eso hwe 83.8%. Eti say e wo so kakra wo hwe trend no say ne
MPP dey ohone de na say 80s
na nipa so ayehye mbo no do so enti say wo ye political party now pese uwrem say ye NDC say ye any other political party a baby wo hono mo anye yes yi kata ne say nation bottom 76 76 no di wura ha benya say
na ye mo 1000 kra na ho be diam
wo di wura ha benya say won de yaka say wo de say Ghana ni ne say kwa kokromoti no to na kwa oba bi say wo bedi nkunim say wo bewen no ye tu wi a wo behu say wo no papa nyina na mo kodam eti nana hwe ha say de e na okan kwe central ho de no so wo hwe no so akoye MPP seat sa wo fa Patrick Yaoboama ya ono oteso wo constituency wo no mo a wo kwa wo say sa constituency no ye wo nipa muslimufo kakra e wo ho no mo e na Baba Sadiq ono where he is coming from no Nordna he's a Muslim etudu ho a wan hwe ya wadwe be yo so Muslims na wo ha say no Baba Sadiq de ono entertainment mu wo mu nipa nim no ye beto man ukwa they tell you say no say Patrick Yaoboama free ho there because of near constituency one mo eniema awukọ ewuhu say wukọ constituency wo say ye okan kwe central obi oti obi anim say bibia take place enti nana ne ewo mu an say enha wo ho na wo ba ko no ntimi decide ma ya ayaka wo ya wo beko jail na ya ayaka ya tena ase wa pa chese dibra ma obi kwa eti nana empanimfo aba mimi gina ha say eti nkomo no mo hya ase a oh mini abema na ete ho but
me hear say na there cry na be count o share figures here
yeah
78,000 as against 14,000
share nana
enti say your mount ballot paper cry 2,000 say fa koka wo mo ho a e be say meti ase de be ye wa adwe ba bi wo ho a wo ye NDC ni a be de ama wo e bi abe wa adwe say wo be increase kakra but ahoye MPP traditional MPP
ebi sa what politics na se anana niam ni bi ho no ma onye onse na make aso ase de ne say aso ase MPP free pray say aso ase ye betum ntaka na enye no mekai honorable say prempem mo sa bre no parliament o ye koi ye nyina omutimi je omo constituency wo ho omo se ye ntaka constituency akoye enkosi aga because of nipa no e wo constituency wo no and then omugidie eni arehemu omanya wo nipa no mu ena omode to aba nka mmasa Ashanti region ye wo be 47 seats na 6 ni bi wo ho ayese we die NDC amanyoko ne dia MPP wuram kura hwejojo duro ho wuram kura be san pie wuram abe pie nti we say wa hwe asamo a wo kan se obi anya 83.8% a nana o de kobra na na adwuma ne ye wo bi ye wo a obde ho bete de ene na wa na wo peye ye wo ha se ye bodawuro ye kire wo ne ye electoral commission so ame ate ase ne ye sese omo ye eti wo ye wa famu de a dede bia nim nana kobra ne ento aso
yenko Nkwanta South Obrimpomba ewa ahomane so Obrimpomba Nkwanta South is saying anope nkofo to anase about to na afunu mu
ubepemu ewa Nkwanta South de betimi aka say that about to say no ekoso sa na ekoso ewa hanu mu sei na efiti awmachen ana ya chase ebo apro eko the very police stations ewa Nkwanta yewo over 128 police stations are sharing the no na betimi ato aba ewo Nkwanta South na ne edikai emra na bono song na nke say EC it media juma de na SSS no ko pemu ewo midnight police station A and B ho no emra na abobese 830 no na ya de juma de na SSS so esi an say omo BVD verification machine omo yusu no na entimi verify eligible voters omo ba ho no nti abaduma de no etimi etinten so pa ansa na omo efre technicians no ifra omo officer odi ebe so problem na ansa na juma de no ehyasie ewo honom nti ma ye pro ye de ni ekire the very police station ewo Nkwanta South na metimi aka say afi se de ne set amanfo be pie ewo ne do makwato aba no enya sa ne yehu say as a low tenant pa ewo mantemo enyanim the reasons nti de bit aka say low tenant ewa ha isa na say Nkwanta na say metimo ase na eba ye ntino bit aka say bebe no atimi afukuro mu ana Facebook do ara so father with the political parties almost to say omo at no moto bia no mpaso bia emma so le kopie mu ewo Nkwanta NCC police station 2 ho ana na mentimo ase atimi esore ye ewo party agent for mu nyina no say omo esisu say MPP agent na ho no no ema na bato no omo eto so obi ba so oba beji ne bana paper na waso kwa kwadakotuma MPP ni okwa kwadakotuma asemesi nti ewo ana other police agent ewo ho ema party for no mo ho no no so say etese omo entiase say ewo mra bato ekoso na o party agent edo be sin say be share sa party betimi akoso no na o tena wonsa o kire amanfo say onkotu ema we ewo ana entiase ate na mentimo ase timi sore ya nka mrantie sori efi won mananso esan se police for na bambo gun sem ewo hontini police for etimi extra no amesa me no kase dia sunje aba bibia ekoso ewo wano yesa piemu ewo Nkwanta English and Arabic yenim so also sa area no almost center A center B center C na kese omo population no very high but the medical car say low turnout no yesa manfo said that MP ewo do mo say ni stadium re ekona nimu no ona omotimi asora fira mu fi akwakoto aba anapa tamana yesoro say ye kwakobo apro ahwe de ekono ye de ani etofom ehu ne say that do na so ekuta mo sekan omo aso omo kantan a omo de omani etwa mo afum kwan a ye de mo edi nkomo edi so say na ye to aba mo nkoto bi omo te so bokọ afuma ba ansa mo tu abeto aba no nti see so far so good ye call ewo police station ba na bambo gon sem dia bibia eto ewo na akwa mu yi papa one center to anya debia police for na say immigration for na say fast so minimum yansa ewo center sem omo ebo ban se be yasunje betimi akoso ewo Nkwanta na manti sisi ade abato no egusu ekoso ekopre mu Nkwanta primary BA eho ana na okwa tunu say adwaya for na mo ye adwuma edema data commission na omoti holiday adase omo eto one matesa manfo enseda enko hon sisi ameno ekese fita na pa omodi abato nsanso no ejese so no sisi nipa ba kuma ko 11 ana tima kwato aba voter register na ewo hon 225 omo hwe ni se amanfo betimi abepio no dodo mu na motimi akwato aba se be ya wanga omo epese obi betimi adi nkodim no na bibia timi akwaso nti bepio Nkwanta South dia so far so good bibia ekoso ewanu jojo
usu moni adwuma Nkwanta South menim se beba ho enche Adom TV kokromoti pa menim nuaba biwa ye wa ha ye nyanko ba bia onim se team no ye di kan ka cho se ye no tia kopim se ayereswa kosia da nwumre ho ba bi no na se kwasi prato so obi abehu ni smoothness level ebi wa Nkwanta South no ye hwan mu na ya mu title aba no mo
NDC amanyoko
NDC
ye shase na ye hwade ye ka enkwanta south no a na che se ye duru mu ewo oti mantem baby a enkwanta
omuna ye kreti ema omu
sa constituency no hwe se ne omadwuma yo city se ne omuniema city a efri onmunyanfo geshin gbediami abreso no ye beka se omuniema nyina no ekọ NDC afam omuniema se ne omusi eye omuniema ene omuntutu ye nyina omo to aba no a eye NDC amanyuko no na omugina se ye to de ama NDC amanyuko no eti ho no center wantawa beba ne ebesi bia no ye nim se nkwanta south de eye NDC stronghold eti ye betwen na enne ne ebefri ho aba I doubt say ensachaye bi betimi afri ho aba because ye ka enkwanta no for de a ke betumi de akọ mini ankroma beboa Joseph Nayan abreso na ese ba ku bi mampani data John Ejekum Kofo abreso na ba ku bi bepie ho na emum kwanta south de ne ye nim ne se eye NDC amanyoko no stronghold nti kobra na memfa nkontabuo no
to aso kakra ente ye bekọ maso ho ye nya nkra Samia Uku to na ba ente
Samia Uku to aba
na enti otino
2020 ye ka oti mantemu a
ni nyina ye NDC dia na se MPP enya ba kokra o
eno na make say MPP time MPP ba mu no Joseph Naya abreso na otimi bewura me no na ye mampani dada John Ejekum Kofo abreso onya position ye man post wo betimi aka se u kita bi mu no enafam ti ne ye nim ne se ehode eya na NDC amanyoko no ene kita mu ewo nkwanta south menyane ntie se boli bambo yaba ye nkohomra
gonja ni de share John Dramani Mahama menyane ntie se okọ ni papa na so se okọ ho se ya na okọ
edru na so
se du se a wo hia nhyira no dia kwakoto aba
na nanom nsamamfo mo
sa ti ofre ni papa ne saman se o meboa no na wabre
eti enani nyina no etiefo ne ahwefo ehwe live wo Facebook and YouTube o hwe na busuafo edi na chi ekoye ni nyina mpaibo ni nyina na yede mamo no eti nana
fefe se ya se ehu hia on se honhum nyoma de eni abato e wa Africa no ekopa nti na wo hia se na menim se
toda so na afutuo ebi mu ya akwankyere
okay
ebi mu ya akwankyere nti we no hwe abusuafo ni nyina na ewo honom no ohwe obi agina honom din ye bompaye na kyese ya hwe ne papa betumi aye se oba bekọ mprensa amana ye yi a urade hu ye moboda amen
na nsamanfo no okay menim de se bia honhom de menhye da anya de bebre na menim se bia we na ye adwuma
me na nasaman me na nakache
ene mpanifo ni sia bebuso
okọ obemane yen eti na nka me hwe physical cash no menim sa aba honhom de ati we no ache so eti we no eye ni gidie ade bia wo ye bia no menim ewo honhom asem ne se eye wo gidie eti Bible o se gidie ni ade a ye nani da so ne niema ye hu ye ho adanse die hu ye eso gidi se ebetumi aye ho eti ye we no hwe na no maye ne kama
o maye ne kama na se ni papa understand se osum Kwame Nkrumah breso na pen so osum ye na se oyobi a Ghana fa hodie no nso hu bi se na ni papa mu emu odu
papa ye ka dia na che se ebi se oni abusua ni nyina na ko ye ohwe dom no na che se abusua ni nyina na edu ho no mo a omo hwe ne ebetumi
nim se onya nkoto aba no nim se bia opese oye honhom nyoma ni wi ansana e bia wakwa akoto ye ne empanyifo ni mebuso mu sa honhom ni abato no ebi se wo hwe USA elections na menim se no nso Donald Trump nso de honhom kakra nso famu e ma ne eboa mu but kakra wu nim no honhom ni abato eye adwuma wo Ghana ha na
mini abema me ginyamedi me ginyamedi se nyame e wo ho no mo ba me gidi so se nyankopon ama ye nyansa ye ade bia wo ye no ye de nimde no nyankopon de ama ye fi se mana ne ntom free soro emeto wanim enu nti na wosasa wo ko nipa no ho a first message a wo de ko kwan ya betumi afa so a convince nipa no because untimi nka se nyame ebe ye campaign obeye bibia ama wo eti se wonim se wo message a wo de call fem no eye message a etumi asinke nipa no asom wo the policies a wo gidi say policy we enne ne youth ne hwehwe ne population na beto aba no hwehwe ne die a nyankopon so ebeta wachi amena yeye na emom sa wo anya wafamu die a ene entare na no no so sa ne nkase nyame ni ho because na make say nyame ama wunyansa eti e wo sa wo de eno no toto na nyame achitaye no aba eti we ni omu nyina ye no se wonipa kro wo hye dem ase ye ko school ni ye ko SU no wo hye dem na wo se da bia SU no be kwa no pa wi anwumre no ansua de abewe eti gidie no enwuma ka ho mimi gidi se nyankopon wo ho oye nsenkyani but wo so ye wa
ase ahane de ase ye wo MPP nyame ye sa wo NDC nyame because say bia no ma ye confused say nyankopon timi ka say John Mahama wini na afi ba omia wini na ma ye confused
afi abato ne de anope ye hyase me ma odifo no ahye nkom ni bi de ye di kan de ama yetiefo ni ahwefo ama ye omu etumi esi omobo kase waye misei esan we ya waye nti mobere wahu ni eminim fa di ye hu ne se eye nyame na eyi akere wo enya wo wadwen mu asem na wo ka se ya dwen mu di a ene nka metumi aka se wetumi aka chem se akua watia me na so esan se watia me na so nti me nkasa wo hu bio eno no wo ho ba nyame die mu no nyame ahumobro nyame se ne osi ye ne niema ne se ye nkomhya nana ade ba ko abato ye chi mesre empanimfo ne se ne ye nkomhye no na ma me hu se we ye nkomhye ne nyame akanie efise nyame de okana semu a okana preko se ye ne ye de adwen mu da bi watia minti me mebom pa ya ma we yesi a na no so ya me ehu enye sa no pa me kan sa nhwe yi a ye beto abaye wie no ebi aso dem be ye hwe because o man nipa nya rehemu wo mu se ye de se ya na ye kɔ no na be wi ase na amamu a wo de abufuo ebe take decision bi a eti ye tu wi a na ye behu ame de me nyame a me gini die no se gidie e wo se nnwuma ka ho na oyi kire so a na esa wo no eye hunhum asem na wo kan wo enye wadwen ni
so eni ye ni bi na no ba ko bi ana ye interview no Kumase o se wo hu se John Mahama be wini obe se wini 2028 no
ni nyina wanya vision
2028 die eno so
2028 so when say tie we asem you
one term
one time say pe mrekuni no e wo se mampani dada John Dramani ma mo twa mfie nan ya wawie eti so oka se 2028 a ebia ebi ohun Haruna na so ohun ni mani bi na ehun ni
Kokromotive Power your election headquarters Adom TV Adom FM Asempa Inshira AdomOnline social media nso ye wo ho de ekoso nyina ye X ne Instagram ne Facebook de ekoso ni nyina nso betimi a contribute ye ba be ready ni nyina nso ama ebi wa nso wa ha de ekoso ye ko constituency ho na wa ma ye update one na wi ni one na elusi na unim se Ghana no ya kwa ba ne aba bedru in fact abatuo ni muno ne wo the Gold Coast era no na 1925 ho sabre no kra no na ye yiyim ansa no ato aba Gold Coast era no na nya obi a netimi to aba ansa na ye dru ba bia na ye ka no universal suffrage ono de na ye ma obi a kakra ye wonso wadru 18 na ye be ma usa akwanya no enti Kwame Nkrumah ye nyina nim say 27 April 1960 and ja 89% o wini ya majority was say wini ansa na yenim ku hu nsem National Liberation Council for NLC 1969 omu ba ya Third Republic so yenim Buzi ade 1979 so JJ Beye ne de kakra ansa na ye ba Fourth Republic okay ansa na Fourth Republic de no so ebeba yebeba so nanso yenko ekropon Samia Wuku de no Maxwell ewo ahomato maso otemenka
ya metonka rara
maso enfa na wo Samia Wuku mateso no akwa akoto na bana fe na akwa akoto
yeah so see aye wo President Lower Primary A Mampong polling station ahina openi Samia Wuku and the parliamentary candidate ono ha no to aba sem no ka say
watona baby na said the MP4 menyantie no if you have not about 1 person so nipa wa ma throw begin so beto ba na 71,255 police station 149 and here to aba yen to mane wa ye no opening kasa say aprobo a wakofiti anope no hanum say sen yes you akobidi be opening Adom 106.3 FM ye wakwa aprobo beto aba wa process ni so say saying
boko na de ne hu so bia afa brel kwanso ejina Ghana hu ne Ghana sunsun akoche na adwen wo pepa na so adwenkyere na wo pepa na so mpanyin a wojugogo na ne wotetun to betina boa wo daache na wo to abanama no wo obi ani ntokwa ewo and so far me hu se obi achinchim obi nsa ana obi ade obi nsa gu na echi me hu bi nsie and the process is now from the lower hill but now is moving on smoothly. I feel I may do ya Miss Mababa to Maba. You didn't say easy there by Monday now on the results about but generally no more arrangements no presidential everybody heard me say about midnight the NPP would have been clear in its mind there is victory path. You couldn't be fine by close of an by 11 to 12 p.m. here. Near a considerable number. Majority, if not all polling stations across the country. Finally, my major opponent say about one and we are too many ideas. That's seven motia party page what I'm saying. And they say I'm from Boomline, moi. Into the Yedine say 2012, my president Kufuado, your two abayu, your Jitum, your Chintim, and Ananiaman, who are the Kodan court battle. So also, and President Mahama in 2020, Jitum. Your chinchim is other quarter court, but and in our court made on Yamatus and any boy. So far, no, I'm very convinced courts are the same thing this time. So one, there. But then about to equate the move plane, the mount, will be in Chinchimosa, the free expression, also the aquacourt or up. But I think the Rasamiku, I'm running to the Adbesia, I'm saying on a pump for Busua. Or more probo consensus. And I will say, to me, aqua probo kakra. Maybe I call any baby I be doing now. You record any major incident, say, yeah, the see a moving to a bar, and I say, you be the film, and I say, I could get you to one with you. And I ask you, we have also a police station to be blown. How much I said, baby, I nip I talk about on a bro, 700 and 800, on which if you do on it as a nipa bear say, and as a bruce will do, and I will kill you. And I will probably do a nipa cramp with your mobile back. So far, a campaign not constituency. Yaba a probona by video hand say, I ask you give
Maswa Kudalo, Yedasi. The Etienne say, Afina, O'Shea, Ewa Doom TV, and Nauti, wa Doom FM, Sempa, and Isra. I'll win. A brand being so. Police for Ensa Kano, if we say an agent say ballot paper no, obey we be at the ashim, Yachino. Achuma Kwawuma and so NDC youth organizer on Eneba, Omukabo mu say papers no 76. Nina Nenso na Ohianes Omakwakuya 76, Yachino. Nti yenko dome kwabenya yanka se Mike Okwe kasa ewo ho yenko hwem.
I mean, after all, what is the point of breaking a brother's head to win an election? There's no point in it. The only problem is, my brother, when you get attacked by someone who shouldn't do what they're doing, you have no choice than to defend yourself. And as we all know, self-defense is a right. So this is where the problem comes, where sometimes you're forced to defend yourself or to complain against somebody who says, I'm a macho man, so I'm stopping you from exercising your right. This is where the problem is. But
why is there so much agitation within the constituency? Do you feel that it's because the race?
No, there isn't. I mean, as for me, I haven't seen. Unless you have seen, maybe you can tell me. Have you seen anything?
Well, you tell me, because you're...
Oh, so there's no agitation. So when you say, why is there so much agitation? That means there is, and I should explain why. But there isn't. I'm just giving a caution, because I'm sure you understand that prevention is better than cure. So we are trying to prevent it in the first place. Vote for who you want. We will count. Then the winner emerges. And that is the will of the people. It's a very simple process, and I believe that the people of Dome Kwabenya will stick by that rule and move ahead accordingly.
This is the biggest constituency in the country. And it will be a litmus test for the national exercise as well. Are you sure of victory for both presidential and parliamentary? And by what margin?
I know. Well, let me start with the litmus test. I'm not sure Domi Kwabena is necessarily a litmus test, and simply because we have different dynamics here. So maybe in other regions or even other areas in Accra, it may be different. But as for the victory, I'm sure we all understand the word safe seat. Safe seats are in America, safe seats are in Ghana, and safe seats are in UK. Domi Kwabena is an MPP safe seat. The people of MPP are poised and ready to vote for me. So by the grace of God, I will emerge victorious. And I will give thanks to God. And after that, move to the next thing, which is my duty to work with the people. Work with them to make sure that everything goes well. And I can only do that better with the strength of the President, Dr. Bawumia. And I also believe that it will be one throughout. So Domi Kwabena is a constituency where MPP always wins both the presidential and the parliamentary. So we are not worried at all. We are just being humble and understand that there's a lot to do always. So we are going to do that for the people.
Tell us, what kind of support are you enjoying from the former Member of Parliament for the area, Sarah Joseph?
Oh, I mean, as for this question, you have to ask her, and I'm sure she can answer it best.
Is there any message? There are millions of people watching us live now. Is there any message you'd want to share with them?
With who?
With Ghanaians who are watching.
Oh, well, let me start with the people of Domi Kwabena. Say, brighten the corner where you are. So in brightening the corner where I am in Domi Kwabena, I just want to tell them that everything will be well. Come and vote massively. And then when you do that, you also get the winner that you want. I mean, I know today is not campaigning day, so I'm being very tactical. But I'm sure that with me standing here, they understand the message. So I'll just tell them everything should go well. The people of Ghana, let's just go vote, count, and declare. Very simple process. I think, God willing, the MPs, everything will be known by 12 midnight today. And for the presidential, by the end of Sunday, if it's not known, the inclination will be clear who is going to win. And I believe that the tilt or balance is on our side for the presidential also.
Unconfirmed reports about the BVD issues that happened in the morning. Have you got any updates on it? Because we understand there were some mix-ups.
Yes, I heard all over the country there were one or two. But in fact, if you've noticed, with most of the polling stations were queues in the morning. And it's just only 2 hours. All the queues are cleared. I must really commend the EC. They've done a good job. They've been very quick. The system is working. People who can't find their names are being helped either here or somewhere else. I think everything is running smoothly. So I commend the EC for the good job that they're doing. And by the grace of God, everything will be over by 6 o'clock. Thank you very much.
And of course, that's the parliamentary candidate of the New Patriotic Party in the Domi.
Okromotipa, your election headquarters, Michael Kay, and Otene Kanyenko, Nana Ado Dankwa Akufuado, Baby Autonaba, Ebuakwa South, Ofori Kwame Patrick, Ewa Humani. So, Ofori Wotemenka.
Hello.
Ofori Wotemenka.
What's my
Nana Ado Dankwa Akufuado, when you are to Nabanana.
Nana Dankwa Akufuado, Papa, when you are to Nabano every. When you're to na Yantia Adom TV, I reform now. You know what I'm saying? No, when you're that na elections we go multiple. I know a penny baby, Papa, a bit my boy. Na election with them na obey me and ya. How do you say? Now, let's say the Obe PM a year Buaka South, a year when you pray Chibia, who's been as a Ghana man penny about Beto Naba. Na we say you will polling stations Makuma 149 and a waha a Rock of Ages polling station a ho and a Ghana penny and not the Kufado a Barbeto Nabano na Emra or buy over to a baron nam or Nina who can Emma me Rebecca Kufu and so I can who be no Barbeto Abano na or two Naberie and now one and draw for Adim Common watch I say obestre 10 year Ghana and ne about one equal smoother out me there. In Canada, Gabeti, now we am to question will be any other no, who's an Eddie Muda Hopa. It's your best Ghana for sene nyame adom aya sha ase fa no pa yente basabasa no yenhwe na afi yendi so saa na yemfa nko na ode anu tu dwawie na se njofo bi za se papa baga na hanum ti abambo ho sem bambo asoja fo ne apostifo nyina no odo ma no na ye bisa se ye ho bambo ho sesen ana wo kire se sene wono aka so bebo Ghana ti mamifo ho ban no obe no bo ban enti ma Ghana ni fo bia Ghana ni bia ye mususu no abatwe ba to awie na bia kira asam no ndokwa ne ade dabi kia kuma tu yem electoral commission ma bi jementa na panfo abeto to nema bia akoso bambo ho samusu bia bekoso afi amanyoko bi obedi nkuni bia nso no tani ya tetetete ya to aba Ghana ha no ma obidi nkuni ma tumi kokwa ne sema ntokwa no ana beye ana ode eye afisha pansem ka che Ghana fo nyina se o magana fo nyina afisha pa
Ofori
papa
enti ohono nso bibia akoboko oto na ba minim se president de oba edom ne pese omuhia no ometimi amanage saa edom no na wakasa kire se de opese oba no na oba na na so onyankasa
wakasa oto aba ne wie na anokasa na o kasa o mampani ba sene ni pedom di na chi no ende saa ne mum bambofo omo eye ebuaka south abato mpeswa yisu no oma kire se ampa ya twani wom enti omo hweto ne yema o mampani bedu ono no e womu dom pim di na chi de na nso omo hweto bibia na de ba kaka ne se ntwofo pia yen na so ben den ye ti femu eye adwuma no enti oba basabase bia nsi otuna bewi nsi basabase bia nsi ensiye odin sam tuga sene abato na sha se bopone enfa nwie do bedi nkunum nso no basabe fe bia no ebeba ebekwa asomdwem no nso no uba ejituma achese Ghana man peni ni do ato na ba
Ofori nyame Israel Ofori Kwame Patrick Ebuakwa South Eastern Region bebia Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo president otuna aba no say ono nso ato aba ye monitor nso on say Alhaji Mahamadu Bawumia nso na me hu say wahye ase process na no yenya footage nso e de be kire am sure some person wato dada wato awi
ba won say ne omienu na say obi ekoto aba obi ahye fita wo hwe Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia de na nche Ghana for ne atiefo ehwe ye behu ono hye ni fugu fita smoke no mampani na na do so hu lane no etwi so kama onso fita eno onso ne de ehye no eti nim se wo se fita de wo ne ekire ai ni nyina no ye wi a ene ebehu na nanansa na obekọ empanimfo yi eso no constituencies bi ewo hono Greater Accra region ha say ya mepese ye hwe wo hu Michael Kwe Junior ne de Dome Kwabenya constituency na ye kokofa Samia Ukudie no Samia Ukudie na sha ase free ekropon ne besinkran ya ye tumika de besinkran because dokuya ya na nke enim ne se constituency ono ho no ono otu fa waba Ablikuma North ewo nkran ha sei na MPP amanyoko ne ye wo sisi bi a Greater Accra region ha NDC for beka se we ye dia MPP for so betumi aka se we ye to aba ye ne nya sa sisi ni bebre wo ho no make MPP for de na o ma change o ma sesen nipa o mudi wo manim kom na hye badwa ebi ne Dom Kwabenya de ya ye kan enyina enim se ye nua ba Sara Adwasafo ena no ote so e wo ho no mo enen sacha ya ba ena se ukọ ba bi ti se Trobo constituency a e ho so ma Gloria so change aba enya Dr. Dixon Adomakun onso ya yinu amane tobi nkonua yi ena eba na ye befa Dom Kwabenya de no a unse ye nua ba ma na asem obi se ni so ye ka Dom Kwabenya chese constituency ne so edom wom eti baabi wo ho no mo a wo party a wo bewen no emma wunya ne timi kotwa baabi de mu ma wotimi se ha me ho adwome ebi ne Dom Kwabenya de no eti yenhwe sa wo hwe constituency ho no mo a ansa na Sara Adwasafo bebam no na ye Michael Kwe Junior ne papa ene te so benfo Michael Kwe ansa na Adwasafo eba besom e wo constituency ho eti yenhwe trend no constituency no ye ka bra yɛde ɛteyɛ sɛ dɔm kwabenya constituency a 2004 sabre obenfo Michael Kwedi a making no both parliamentary and then presidential MPP amanyoko no na winnie ya so her presidential no a 65.7% na mampani odi enyaye na yeba parliamentary no so a 65.5% na odi nyaye na yeba 2008 mu a MPP na sign winnie seat no with presidential no 59.9% and a parliamentary no 57.5%. Adwa safo ebe show mu ekitamu bia eti sa wo hwe 2012 de no a MPP presidential 61.5% and then parliamentary 63.8%. Obekwa so ase aba.
Ayen kwa so ase Mutaka formidable force oni manaf. Enti Mutaka e kasa waso ase enti yenkotie de oka efri ase wase.
Well, obviously, we've been talking about it for the past 1 month. And, well, it's persistent, but I'm very optimistic. That's not going to change anything. I believe the people of Swansea are wised up. They know. I mean, you remember 2005, I don't know whether you were around. That's when the slogan came, you can't use money to buy Swansea people, no matter what you do. We've seen some of the clothes that they are sharing, the money that they are sharing, I mean, calling people and sending Momo to them. But believe me, I know. The people of Swansea are way, way, way above that. And I'm very optimistic that is never going to determine anything.
There was an issue at the Akurim Junior High School polling station where your opponent, Manaf Ibrahim, went to vote. He decided to join the queue, but some of your party members were not happy about he joining the queue, not to influence the process. Has this issue been relayed to you, and what's your immediate reaction? Well,
I don't see anything wrong with that. If he chooses to join the queue, the only hope is that he's not in the queue talking to people. Because, you know, by law, you are not supposed to be voting on, campaigning at the polling station. And usually, out of courtesy and respect, you come and people will say, oh, why not go and vote? So if he decides to disregard that courtesy and join the queue, I only pray that whilst he was in the queue, he was not influencing people or talking to people to vote for him or campaigning. Yeah, other than that, I don't see anything wrong with that.
So you have been going around monitoring the election. How would you describe your assessment so far?
I must say that it's very encouraging. You know, the sun is very scorchy today. The sun is really, really very scorchy today. So, in fact, in the morning when I realized that the sun was scorchy, I had to instruct my lieutenants to rent canopies, all the 215 polling stations, and I'm happy that I've gone around, I've seen that they've mounted the canopies. Yeah, it comes at a cost, but I don't think the cost of the canopy you can compare the scorching sun and the likelihood of people falling sick to the cost of renting canopy. I only hope the Electoral Commission in future will factor this in their budget, because you cannot expect people to come and cast their vote and be in this kind of scorching sun. So because of the scorching nature of the sun too, obviously people are like, let me wait and see. Other than that, you see that the queues are going very fast, and there's no place that I've seen long queue where you think that maybe the process is doing bad. It's fairly good, not too long queues. People are able to come and cast their vote within a matter of 30 minutes maximum. I think that's very good. Our hope is that people should be able to spend 15 minutes maximum at the polling station, not more than that. But, I mean, we provided canopies, and we hope with the shade, it's going to encourage others to come out to vote and not to wait towards the tail end. Then we'll see long queues. Yeah.
Turnout so far in the areas that you have monitored. Are you satisfied with the turnout now? We are almost at midday. With the information you have, is it encouraging?
You see, we've almost gone halfway. If you look at the stats, we started at 7. So by 12, we'll have gone halfway. And if I look at the register and the number of people that have come out, it's clearly telling me we are likely to get above 80% turnout if everything goes as we've seen, which is encouraging. Even though our hope in Swansea is to see if the turnout could be about 90%. Because I know if 100 people come out of Swansea to vote, I am very sure that majority of them are going to vote for me. So what I'm hoping is that I have about 90% turnout, and not necessarily even for the parliamentarian, for the presidency, you know, every vote counts. So now all we are doing is trying to remind people, we have a lot of volunteers that are going to the homes to tell people that, oh, there are no long queues, so come out and cast your vote. I want to take this opportunity to appeal to all those sitting in the house and waiting for later to know that there are no long queues. And I'm very optimistic. I mean, look at Peace. I'm sure when you come to Peace, where I've just casted my vote, you may not have to spend up to 15 minutes and you go. So people should come out and not be waiting, so that we don't have a situation where it is 5 and we have long people in the queue, and then darkness sets in, and then all the other challenges, begins to confront us. So it's our hope that people will come out and vote before the 5 o'clock. And we're very optimistic that we should expect about 90%.
Expectation about the 9th Parliament, seeing that the 8th Parliament has been characterized with a lot of controversy.
Well, I'm hoping that, JM is winning, and is winning with a very, very huge margin.
Kokromoti for our election headquarters, Adom TV, Inshira 104.5, Asempa 94.7, Adom 106.3. Social media there, bebia befebia, say Adomo Inshiro Asempa, yawo, it will be to me a monitor dear Kosunina. Yanko Bole Bamboy, Ehona Gonja ni this year, President John Dramani Mahama, ex-president, Otunaba.
So you can hear the voices of some party faithfuls and supporters who are gathered here at the Ballot DA polling station where John Mahama will be casting his ballot. He just stepped out of his car with his daughter, Mahama. The NDC has always won in this constituency, the Ballot constituency. In fact, the NPP rarely crosses 30%. The crowd is getting really uncontrollable. It's an uncontrollable crowd. Electoral officials here would give him his ballot paper. The presiding officer just mentioned some minutes ago that the process does not take more than 5 minutes to complete. John Mahama was a member of parliament for this constituency in the year 1996. In the year 2000, and then in 2004, he represented the people of the Bole Bamboy constituency. Became a vice president in 2009, and then went on to become the president of Ghana. The president in 2012.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Like I mentioned earlier, this constituency is a stronghold of the NDC. The NPP rarely crosses 30% here. In the 2016 elections, John Mahama was a candidate. President Akufo-Addo was also a candidate. John Mahama had 76.13% in the Bole Bamboy constituency. President Akufo-Addo had 21.01%. John Mahama casting his ballots now, standing closely to him. This is daughter Farida Mahama. Now the ballot is in there. Presidential ballots now cast by NDC presidential candidate John Mahama, now parliamentary. The incumbent member of parliament for the Ballot constituency is Yusuf Sulemana. He is also here
because the same crowd
accompanying him. Once again, John Mahama's daughter, Farida Mahama, standing closely to his dad as he casts his ballots. Yusuf Sulemana, the member of parliament for Ballot now with him. He'll be addressing the press shortly. The crowd is getting uncontrollable here. We'll be speaking to him shortly. Yeah. It's an uncontrollable President Mahama. President Mahama, please want to find out.
Wait, all of you should go back.
The crowd is uncontrollable, and the security personnel here are trying to get them to move at a distance.
Jen, wait.
President Mahama, please, what's your assessment of the process?
Wait. Let's. It didn't even take 2 minutes. Almost share register na me ding room. And no one say almost the ballot paper the man and I'm a control here. And to be a come on. Well, Hannah Matu Maba Bolenson and I'm a member of parliament or her. And one who said I'm confirming Omobo say, Mujide say, yes, city a bear winning. And Mujide so say, you better win a parliament majority, good one hour parliament. Na presidency no so, Yedin Kunimu. Yeah, Yamamre, baby, I mean, fee bole, say, Oko Kun Anase, Bibia Ding, I was Wawofo, Oko Bompaye, Ewo, Omondaso, into Adia, Omotaye, into maybe I'm a babeto aba, and yet, and then maybe I'm a babeto baby. Me wa famo ne hwa only na ye kramofo me me Kristo ni Adom na ye kramofo nti ye call ndaso na o makobo mpae.
President Baba, you've been monitoring the process. What's your assessment?
Let's start. Who do we start with?
Yeah, Joy News.
Yeah. Then GTV. IGTV. Okay.
President Baba, please, what's your assessment of the process so far?
The process, as I've seen it here, it's smooth and very easy. It didn't take more than 3 minutes for me to finish voting in both the presidential and parliamentary. If it's the same everywhere in the country, then I think we'll have a successful election.
Global Info Analytics, EIU, have all predicted victory for you. Are you confident of a parliamentary victory as well?
Yes, there's one election that almost everybody can see what the result is going to be. Other elections have been not as obvious, but with this one, everybody can tell the direction in which it's going. And that's because of the abysmal performance of the Bawumia Akufo-Addo government. The situation of our economy, the hardship people are facing, the increasing unemployment, and all the difficulties Ghanaians are going through. They want somebody who's more experienced, who knows how to run things, to come and take over and rescue this country.
What will be a good parliamentary majority for you?
Absolute majority. It's going to be I predict more than 150 members of parliament.
It's okay. One person has cause to complain that the EC
The process hasn't ended. And often, in my experience with MPs, in my experience with EC and elections, it's normally peaceful until something starts happening. That's why I said if it continues like this to the end, we'll all be satisfied. But you never know what our opponents have up their sleeves.
What checks are you put in place to ensure that you, according to your perception, are not treated how in this area?
We've done that, all that any political party must do. We have trained our agents. We have agents in all the 40,663 polling stations. We've trained them well. And we have monitors, we have observers, all looking out to make sure that everything goes well. After this, normally the voting process is smooth, but if the problem starts coming when you have the counting and the collation, that's where most often the problem starts. I just went to say prayers. In my tradition and our culture, if you are faced with a battle ahead or some tough task or assignment, it is their tradition to go to those who gave birth to you and go and pray and ask them to stand behind you. And so it's normal in our parts here. So my uncles organized the prayers, and they're Muslim. And so they said Muslim prayers on the grave of my father.
Okromoti Power, your election headquarters, Ballot Bamboy this year, and Otse Nenkano. Yenkona, Neyerin Swakwa Kotuaba, Ewo La Dade Kotopon, Lodina Mahama, Inti Yenkuti Nyankoshe, Ekwan Faso, and so to Naba, Ewo La Dade Kotopon.
After you know one again. No one.
About Tampa.
Now, boy. Come on.
About Tampa.
All right, inti La Dade Kotopon, Lodina Mahama, onon so ato naba, ni krun so ato aba, ewo Ballot Bamboy. Yenyan krase police for press conference, inti yenkona, yenko tie die omo kan. Kokromoti Power.
Kekla, Pavranella, a Bolisima Akanam, now all aboard care, Nanyan Kahosre, and an opera catch a man Muake, and not the Lele Mikabia Allah, Nagana Marine, Obana, and Canada will be Allah. Marine asked to Jimmy or you or Yajakazu. Other to my able more than young care, Yababo as in Drum La Amban. Can I roam a way, Vanulo Bola, Ale, Constable. Bonza Imam Egregi. Sa Ebrokate Bano Bolam Joke, Nick Yoka Molesi Siwa Medra Nama, and a mayo near TNA FGH Police TV. But I was a care when I'm care na enemy. mehala
Sorry, mic down. Mic down.
Assalamu alaikum jama'a ina muku maraba da kallo wangan sati a National Election Security Task Force Press Center nan kan GH Police TV. Kamar yadda jama'a za su tuna mun tabbatar muku kamar za mu tawasar muku labarai game da zabe da ke tafiya a yau. An kama wani mutum guda daya saboda yana rike da bindiga a rufin zabe na makarantar Santa Teresa, mazabar Okaikwen da kudin Accra. Rundunar 'yan sandan Ghana ta kafke mutum daya mai suna Michael Alote bisan laifin mallakar bindiga a dakin zabe na makarantar Santa Teresa ke mazabar Okaikwen da kudin birnin Accra. A yanzu haka yana sare yana taimakawa wajen binciken 'yan sanda. Muna kara yin majama magana kamar su fito jiran na 'yan sanda IGP Dr. George Kufu Dankari ta hukumar mambobin kula da 'yan sanda koma suka ce mu kara yin majama magana akan kakkaje ka yi wani abu da zai sa a kama ka. Ni da na kawo muku wangan labarai sunana Polisiya Constable Sharu Fauziya. Talabishin na 'yan sanda jan hankalin al'umma don amincin jama'a. Assalamu alaikum jama'a.
Namda Maraba. Answer. National Election Security Task Force Press Center Lambon. Zongo pibo mama. Tuku kubla shingoma. Nitete solo. Zanjande tu zongo shingoma. Ye solo dim chana. Zongo dab solo. Ankaramo yale. Te pibo tumanum ne bang bagi nyamvo songun wilbondi. Michael Alotela. Ngong bub marafa beba nyam marafa osane. Den nangla ya'lamu dunya Saint Teresa School people wa ya'la shit yara Okaikwe Central yara Okaikwe South people wa ya'la shit bayama kata pa pamne telenjma nam tumanu ku butuma kare tramven yanga tin yara mo lala mai ko nye nyo so ngombe people tuma yinam yara telenjma tuma yinam kabo vero no bandin che kabo nyala la marafa ma o sanbe delishe din che ko gobla la marafa pamba manka bare Ghana Police TV nti amfani zan jandi tu zongo pibo kama ton ku yarma to polin che mangunye Inspector General of Police Dr. George Ekufu Dampar o ye no en la kam ka tenanin jimanum yina te tabson ka surdo no fa ko kana te tangbangwan yara surdo ka tenan varte zongo pibo lan donc mais chembe bokara chama ka pansi Ghana Police TV lebo mpa ya pam man atuzo pa bolum pa constable self muntazam bon na no songtuma
Lao gava GH Police TV avisi mi don bena mi lebe mi a he nya jojo de sia de ave na mi cho mi ave kota dalangle mi povito pe asi gasu America si cho etu deri yide kota pe adele again mi povito pe asi su apeto adesi oyona be Michael Aloteji elabena echo to them Saint Teresa School mebe kodapea le Okaikwe start nuto melege eye wole povito we asime hele pepemde miahu le miape nu mekukuru me mi povito mi le nyanya na mi be no pe gede o le miasina mi fun
amesio tibe yo mase etonu le kodada siamewo nugbegbleko ye wa yiji awo la esiata mi le no mi bena amesiame na po edogbeji nwi le kodada heyi siaome esienye nyasi omi hebena mi le bedeme ni amesi cho nyajojo siavena mi kwenye corpora beto esina kwajuko miji demi akọ Ghana Police TV afisi obito wode kakple amo kata le nya pe podo me o ela nya pe to me fafa kokore apena mi
akwa mana ira osia ana le olombo kanu we pi mai ka bashi ndina ko ba no yi if fine
Mami, no chamo normally when ye National Election Security Task Force, Nichumodile. GH Police TV, wake mambi insha. Kwani wakuche ni ajo. Police for momoko ni here tun kete St. Teresa School, oshiki for hele okai kwe south akucho lemni ye ga kobayano. Mama no mi ko. Police for momoko ni here tun kete St. Teresa School oshiki for hele ye okai kwe south akucho lemni ye ga kobayano. Ghana Police Nichumokule momoko ni achole Michael Alote keha tumi enye kete St. Teresa School oshiki for hele ye okankwe south akucho lemni ye gakopai ano amone Michael Alote ye wo police for ade keha ni belemu Nichumole wo IGP ni di Dr. George Ekufudampare ke enichuloy efe ameyito ake no fe no ni ke basa fe mo abaye oshiki for Nichumolu na ni amegme hegbekra wo minpa mambi fe afai ake amebo moden ni ameje mla ke gbajano to ni wato ke ha ne ke Nichumo na no boni afe ni twenjole anyani aye emu nyaka jia nya TV ye bie eje ake wo ye ni bi baba o ke ni hamo ye ne ke Nichumo be ne amle mi ni mi ke hia mo na ba hani mi gba iji police yo Chief Inspector Amale na ajele utonko GH Police TV wo ke mambi insura Koni wo akuche ni ajo na yiwala don ketwebo
Please quiet.
Quiet, silence in court.
Mike. Bro, ni mkaka.
Why isn't to swear?
Please quiet.
Abusia said ya some say ewo abatu aye ekoso ene eho amanebo. The best some grano no ewo amanebo mo no yanko okakwe anafo abatu ampaso aso eye St. Teresa School abatu bia na eho na police adwumako no achi abrantie bia Idi Ede Michael Alote se abrantie odi etu ahye ne ho akobia ya abato no ekoso no prempren abrantie o police adwumako no akachia oboaye wo ehwehwemu mu yasra omanfo se mokosra enya yemu arehwemu efi se enya oman no abato bambo dwumako a ye police sahene Dr. George Ekufudampare eda no ane na pamfo omo ede cheseye agu akwanmu se abato ayeto ne ebewie asodie mu na ama emra ene pepepe ye enso ede ya sese meni wa fidie no efiti GH Police TV fise GH Police TV die ya se ya pambo eduma yiko a ya ne yetememofo edin kita ho na ya kan bom etu nsamonidie ase okay kan for midin ene Sergeant Benedicta Bravo me ma mo ene hwa adisi
Akwaba, Adom TV, Adom FM, Inshira FM, Asempa, Kokromoti your election headquarters. Yako police for so eho, and no mode kasa hodono, when him say IGP, say the why and say, Ubia Benyani Chefa, I think say this is the first time he experienced BBC.
ya kasa hodo sei ewo platform ba koso omo kasa mfonyina omo abie no languages yenya ya within be 10 minutes no yenya languages be 8 or so eti I say we ye if say nipa eto aba no ye wo kasa hodo bebre ye kasa hodo bebre wom ti ye ni sei a eno no ebeboa na sa me ka kire wo say ebi bedem ebi be ko jail yenwie no ma pa adwuma ma ebi maami ebi papa na omo so da jail on say wo di tuo na hye wo ho akọ wo de kopɛ den nti ya kye no because consequences na eniema mu da ho no ba akoso no ame ya kye no ho no
na nti kasa bebrebe ni education bebrebe a from 100 days abepem no no then e be ma obi ayi na
ni pani bia ye se huriye wo hu moja mpa wotirim if say omo timi de camera si omo anim na omo aka say ye de ya krafie wo be chi wo be ye dan yo wo yere wo ma wo abusuafo eti imagine say wo koyin say wo kodem be say bosomi po wo kodem be 2 years ni ayi a wa waste one kasa wo time wo abusuafo ne enka wo de be ye adwuma eti say ne police for na ka say wo mo nsem eti wo mo guso ye nhwehwemu no ye be twen ne ahwe wo so se enche wo a no anwu say aka kakra bi ne awie me enche all
right. Yeah, come Madina, bra. Everyone now fe. Prince Owusu, Otemenka. Prince Otemenka. Prince, ewo Medina. Ye shese ye nsabe kanona.
Let's have you so su honomo. Medina, but eho na NDC amanyoko no. Ko wie won bibia won toabo bibia na na won di ko wie ho nti uhu se ne won bo dwadata wo ho no mo a na enya asem ketwa eti enei no ye wose ehu se ne eniema
Madina no traditionally NDC and MPP NDC kitem Boniface ewuremu ho no mo ene apie but Boniface no ye
MPP say former minister Western Housing ewuremu ho no mo ba ye ka Medina Amadu Sorogo ni wo mo a che say omatimi akitamu wo ho no mo no na sosu e dia besom eti ye ka si se betumi aka so NDC kitamu a Medina ebeji hini wo ho nti ne report e free ho ba no ye hwe ne ebefri mu aba say medical de ato anim say wo sis ni bia Greater Accra region obi ade bɔ ne ho safo hene wunya dodo eti NDC for de bi no eti nana mekwa aba ne ahwe constituencies no ni ni ewo
ehu hia be pa
mahu say Dr. Salande eti ma menkomra na ye ntoa so
ati ABY moni adwuma konomi nso kakra na afi wasaba besumi mu na ya toa so Adom TV Inshira 104.5 Asempa 94.7 Adom 106.3 Kokromotipo your election headquarters so far John Dramani Mahama atone die John Dramani Mahama atone die Dr. Mahamadu Baumi anso atone die Lodina Mahama atone die Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo atone die nti ye hwe ye monitor Prince Owusu ewo Madina Prince Otemenka
Adom FM Adom TV Asempa FM ne account brands ni nyina so election headquarters Kokromoti Power watu abana ewie ye bebisa se hu niema sen
meka se ewo pantahadie so far na so good niama ekone ye me ba ye no at least omo queue say queue ni nhadanye endorse wa bebre because obi aba otuna ba wi pe na woko otuna ba wi na wako nti hanu edadin na me ban so assemblyman na wa ha no wa brief me answer na me so me ma observe niama sina niama ekono meka se ni nyina no asomdwe kwan so na obi ide to na ba megidi se by the time the day will be over no ye be wi ewo asomdwe kwan so ba ye ba ye no ye observe niama kitin bia na akwa se EC officials bi person me kana na bi na omu ti krata ne dia ma obi na ayese dia omu person omu kire nipa ne bebie se oto aba no ya mo hu se enyo masede no eno na naka edi basbasa bi ebe babat ya siwa no kwan asesi ano obi ate ne ho ase na eno akire nsusu no ade bakwa na menti ase no a wo mo se ye directive free national eni se stamp no a ya de si ballot paper na chance na wako temporary serial number bi also na sa serial number no na e was say na ka agent na de man because that's the only way you be who say ya pon na obedi ballot for be the bar. Na cross Asia number na bit me who say ballot na wodi ba no a fake ballot and na wodi be frame. But sa serial number no omo mpesa mo de be man. And I mean tiasie. Na meaning say the day is not over yet. Na election headquarters so de mu kasa e kwa chiri. Ye be sremo. Se mo di sa di hwede beto EC omanim. Se ansa na abato no bebe wie ye kra no. Sa serial numbers o ma ye sanka. Because the sanka serial number na obi di fake ballot be frame we be dey hu say sa ballot ya nipa dia be frame no eno no any serial number no any serial number ye use wa ha no eno no ti say ebo bra na say ene no enye pe se ne be ya we can fight against our ballot no. And I think say sa decision no mo dia ba say serial numbers me yen fa ma ye ne de no kranya me nim enye decision me gidi say ebeboa ama asumdwi aba abato nim.
Okay, o kan asumdwi ana eche say o suspect say any pebi mu betime din samoni ana
me pacho enye say me suspect keke in fact me wonyina so kra a me ne ukase mpenifo a ebi kra ye MPP mpenifo e wo Madina hanom en ran na jobese 2 am menim say na ebi ni nam cemetery meminim na ebi ni nam cemetery na cemetery na no mo kɔ no na nioma na no mo ye na nioma na mo ye no ebi ni say yakofa fa ballot boxes ni nioma meni wo kasa sisia no na me boko kose ese posifo ene ashrafo no mbomodia bebia ye friend say sa kaya you center na social welfare ho no e ho na menim say omode omaboaboa ne amani bia no enye hope MPP candidate no o fie bia want na ho no e wo pantan wakofa soldier fo a abegu ho no a ye nim say e ho so no omukra ballot boxes ni bia omatom print dia to ho no ena wo mom ya ti ase say oti ne bi pantan otine bi danfa social welfare baby omo pese omo ye operation na me pese me catch omo say nyame yodo pa pese omo ti ase say edro bia beka dem omo hihye boni bia beka dem because wo Madina ha no ye nia break pa na we are not going to joke. They should not take us for granted. Cry, Ewa Madina. Yen try ema ballot box bia en free bia en ba center bia. Pepe bia o mashishe whatever or a pobi o mabono ebeka dem because en si ene en sichina. Nti ebesre wom. Na me pese me fa akwanya we su na me di kokobo edema asojafo ne bia bia obi mo mbe pese bia ye pese ye soso sansem boni ne so no say ye youth e wo Madina na ye nya hwe han mo mu nya sa mo mu soso asemboni so na mesre Madina divisional commander district commander a wo mo na wo mo da election task force na no e wo Madina ha no say bebi amabobo nyina no o mo nsoma wo mo men na wo mo nko search about these areas because ye gidi say that is what they are planned to do and nipa na oni o mo team meeting and a friend me catch me say we and on my bomb table post on be na ono ne san say oye Christonia one person be this abon into no and I want release this information dear mommy enti asema make no bibi am be wonyina so ti e besre say mo amuso so amoye media mo na Madina amoye monitoring no bibi am abobo yi mo de mo so mo nipa na mo call round am monitor those areas because yen die ya crowd say we will defend the mandate of the people and sanso ne ye be no madam wasi.
Na your election headquarters ye kokromoti power ye kosua ediechiri na de womu bia e wola nkwantana e Madina no ye de abrel medin e de prince owusu esiedu.